My love for the game goes from year to year. As I can continue to create my appetite and determination and certain goals for myself to achieve, then I'm gonna be playing.
When you say that, never, you better be sure that, things are 100% that way, and I couldn't because of my love for the game, but I was pretty sure, when I left the game in 98, I was, pretty sure that I wouldn't come back to the game, 99.9% sure.
It's about playing with your heart and your passion, and the thing is that if you ask any basketball player, even today, even within the generations, you play the game for the love of the game. So every chance you get to play the game, you play it with the intensity of playing hard. Defense is a part of it, offense is a part of it, showcasing your talents, understanding who you're playing with, competing against your fellow players. All that is a part of the whole process.
I love the game. Yes, I'm always going to love the game. I'm always going to feel like, or keep people off guard by not knowing, I can still play the game if I choose to play the game.
The game should be fun. I enjoy the game. I think the game brings out a lot of happiness and joy to me, and I try to express that in the way that I play. And the people that are watching, I like to give them that sense of enjoyment as well. So if I ever feel that I'm not playing the game for fun or enjoying the game, then I know it's time for me to quit.
Basketball is my love, always have been, and I can't ever, envision an ending of something like that. That passion that I have for the game until I'm dead and gone. Until that's when I can wait. I'm not in a rush.
In fact, he's the only professional basketball player who has what they call a love of the game clause in his contract. It allows him to pick up a street game whenever he wants to.
Jerry Reinsdorf, and at the same time, he, when I was trying to play in the summertime, he said, well, you're a part of the organization, and the organization said you can't play in the summertime. I said, Doug, you hadn't read the fine print in my contract. And my contract said I had the love of the game clause. That means I can play anytime I want, any place I want. And Doug looked at me and said, yeah, you're right. And that's how we became, a little closer in terms of Doug Collins and myself. And
how about joy?
The game. I love the game.
Me, as just a guy who loved the game. And you can see the passion, determination, and just the way that I play the game. And I never took the game for granted. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Have you ever gone on the court and been afraid?
No, I've never been afraid. Obviously you're nervous, but afraid means you're not confident in your skills. I have total confidence in my skills, so I'm not afraid.
You had the utmost confidence. Your confidence level was through the roof. Where is it now?
On top of the roof. I don't think my confidence changed. I wouldn't have come back into this situation.
I never feel that I'm at my best. I feel I still have room to improve. I still set goals for myself to strive for. I'm never complacent with what I've achieved. Even though it's been very successful for me, I still feel I have a lot to prove, not just as a player, but as a person, as a father, to some extent, as a role model, in all aspects. So I'm never really too complacent with myself or with what I've achieved. When I get to a point where I feel I can improve as a player, I walk away from the game. I still feel that I have a plateau that, I hadn't reached yet in terms of my skills or my expectations of myself. I'm always going to expect myself to do certain things or surpass certain things. As long as I believe that, then, my road to success is going to continue to expand.
Sports is a tool that teaches, and it teaches you bad things. It can also teach you good things. It's how you perceive those things. I've looked at every experience that I've had, negative and positive, and taken that as a positive. If I wouldn't change anything because I think it would alter some of the other things that I have. So when I look back, I can't say that I've had any bad things happen. Sure, you don't want bad things to happen, but you deal with bad things. You can't have good or without bad. We are old. Sure, we're tired. It's been a long season, but mentally we have a vision. We have a finish that we have to attain. And sometimes you have to do it when you're old and you're tired. And I think it's the test of your will to succeed when you have to deal with some of these negatives. And I'm pretty sure by the end of this playoffs, you'll see the old and the tired people were very, very young and strong mentally.
I feel like I'm the most fierce competitor there is. I don't think I'm ever going to find something equal the game of basketball for me.
They talk about guys being competitors. He was the fiercest of all the competitors.
I know Jesus worked 7 days a week. On 6 days, he rested on Sunday, didn't he? Well, Michael Jordan played on Sunday.
The game of basketball has been everything to me. My refuge, my place I've always gone when I needed to find comfort and peace. It's been a source of intense pain and source of most intense feelings of joy and satisfaction, and one that no one can even imagine. It's been a relationship that has evolved over time and has given me the greatest respect and love for the game. It's provided me with a platform to share my passion with millions in a way I neither expected nor could have imagined in my career. I hope that it's given the millions of people that I've touched the optimism and the desire to achieve their goals through hard work, perseverance, and positive attitude. I don't look at this moment as a defining end to my relationship with the game of basketball. It's simply a continuation of something that I started a long time ago. One day you might look up and see me playing the game at 50. Oh, don't laugh. Never say never. Because limits, like fears, are often just an illusion.